Good morning. So it's actually not really morning. It's actually, hi. It's actually about 11:30. We didn't get to bed until very late last night. I did way too much. I was super exhausted and I was hurting so much that I actually had a hard time sleeping last night because, I mean, my whole body was just like, my legs were throbbing, my whole body was aching. I definitely overdid it. So, anyway, we needed to sleep in, and we did. We slept in until like 10 this morning, all of us, because Tenny was up with us too when she didn't even have a nap yesterday, this kid. So, I have my doctor's appointment today, my 39-week appointment. So I went to 39 weeks 2 days ago, which is when I started the whole vlogging process, of course. And I have my appointment today with Dr. Polfus. I normally see the midwives, but they're a little low on midwives in our practice right now. Oh no, you're okay. He's okay. You're okay. They're a little low on midwives at our practice right now, so they're also rotating me out through doctors, which the doctors are great too, and they're fine with me doing a low intervention birth, and very respectful about it. So yeah, I'll be seeing Dr. Polfus today, and we'll see what's going on with Miss Adelaide. I am so big and uncomfortable right now. I'm really curious to see what my weight is when I go to the doctor. Last time I was just under 40 pounds past my pre-pregnancy weight. I started at 120, and last time I think I was 157. With Tenny, I gained 23 pounds the whole pregnancy, and then I actually only ended up gaining like 19 pounds because I think in the last couple weeks before I had her, I lost 4 pounds. So I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen this time. But I'm gonna make some pancakes. Chad's on a conference call with his work. Tenny, of course, is watching Cocomelon as always. And I'm gonna have a little bit of coffee and try to hydrate really nicely. Is this baby ever gonna come out, you guys? Ever? Ever? Help Mama cook? That's right, the eggs do go in there. A bit of oil. Okay, you gonna crack the egg in there? Here, we'll crack it on the side first. Want Mama to help? Ready? Go! Get cracked. Ooh, ooh. There we go. Open it up. No, that's the only one we need right now. That's the only one we need right now. Can you put that one back, please? Oh, yay! Egg yolks in our hand. Stinker. You want to wipe your hands off? Yay! Yay! All clean. Now we need to add some milk. You want to help Mama pour this in there? Good. You're so big! How big are you? Big! Big! Stir, stir, stir. Good job, honey. Stir, stir, stir. Good job. Here, I'll help a little bit, okay? Mama, help just a little bit. There we go. Good job. Watch. Okay, I'm watching. Now what do you do? Now what do you do? Yeah, you put the egg there. But now what do we do? Do we stir? Okay, so we got some banana berry pancakes here. Good job! Tenny's cracking some more eggs for me. Since we're having some eggs too. I'm just gonna add some cinnamon to this. Because we like cinnamon in our banana berry pancakes. Do you like cinnamon? Oh, good. Thank you. Wash hands. There you go. All right. We only got a couple shells in there. We'll give this one to Dada. Have you found that that's the best way to crack the eggs? Good job! All right, so that just happened. Did the egg explode? Oh no! Oh no, Tenny! It exploded. Good thing we won't be scrambled, huh? Can you put it in there, please? Good job. You scrambling it? Good job. Okay, let's go get you cleaned up, okay? So right now I'm still working on our brunch, which is I guess our breakfast. But Tenny's been very, very fussy. I think she's getting her last 4 teeth in. So she just turned 2 last month, and she still doesn't have all of her teeth. That's how I was. I was really delayed. She was really delayed at getting her teeth as well. I think that's why she's so fussy. I just gave her some Motrin, and she likes the way it tastes, so that seems to have calmed her down for now. But it was stressful because she was just so fussy. And so now I'm having contractions. Yep. I definitely have more contractions when I'm more stressed. And it's not really stress, it's just overstimulated, you know. I'm trying to make breakfast, I'm trying to keep her happy, and I'm 9 months pregnant, so. Ah! Do you like the pancakes, honey? They yummy? Off my plate has been a huge adjustment because I hate sharing my food. Like, I hate when Chad wants to try my food or anyone. Like, I hate sharing my food. And it's been a big adjustment for Mommy, hasn't it? Yeah. Chad is doing my toes because I can't reach them. Bless him. He's a good husband. And now he's clipping them and then he's going to paint them for me. You're a good husband, baby. Thank you.
Whatever.
What's he do? Oh, Tenny, he put her foot up. He's going to do...
You thought you wanted it, but you don't? I get it. Right here.
It's okay.
You clip. Say
bye-bye, Tunio. Say night-night.
Night-night.
Normally, I could just go get a pedicure, but we're trying to limit how often I go out for non-essentials, even though if you saw my toenails right now, you'd probably say it's an essential. But we just, the COVID numbers are so high in Florida right now. It's like, I kind of stopped checking because it was so discouraging, but I know like on last Monday and Tuesday, just in those 2 days, there were over 17,000 cases reported.
All done.
Over the course of 2 days. And so it's just really too dangerous to be going out right now for non-essentials like pedicures. The main thing really is that I don't want to test positive for coronavirus and then be quarantined from my baby in the hospital for up to 2 weeks. Like, that would just be devastating. So, Chad is doing my toenails. Tenny. Tenny. You want your toes painted too? Aww.
There. All done.
Good job. How pretty.
Thank you. All done.
Can he paint Mama's now? She's like, she gave me the other foot.
Yeah, all done.
Come here, Tenny. Yeah. Tell him, say good job. Yeah. Now Tenny's getting her toes done.
You gotta be still.
Gotta be still. Her little crooked toes.
All done.
Yay! Say thank you. Tenny, say thank you.
Look at that.
So pretty. So pretty.
Get that kiss. Get that kisses. Get that kisses.
Heading into my 39-week appointment. We'll see how it goes. Cross your fingers. Okay, so I just got out of my appointment and my weight is exactly the same as it was last time. I haven't gained any more weight. I'm at 157. Honestly, guys, that's a really good sign because when I went, right before I went into labor with Tenny, I started losing weight. So that's a really good sign. I'm really hopeful. This was technically the 39-week appointment, and then next week's appointment, if I make it to next week, I'm not going to, but if I do, then that'll be the 40-week appointment. So if I make it to the 40-week appointment next week, they actually want to do an NST, which is a non-stress test, and that's where they hook you up to the monitor and detect fetal heart rate, as well as the presence or non-presence of contractions for 30 minutes. And then that will give them a good idea of how far I've progressed. They'll also check my cervix again at that time. They didn't check me again today. They're very careful at this practice about not checking your cervix too often, because that can sometimes send you into labor, and there's no need at this point to send me into labor. I'm 39 weeks. So if by chance I do make it to 41 weeks, they won't allow me to go to 42. They will talk about induction methods at 41 weeks. And I would absolutely prefer not to do an induction. Pitocin, for those of you who are new here, I do natural childbirths at the hospital. I would love to have a natural childbirth at my home, but our insurance absolutely will not cover home births. So I do natural childbirths at the hospital, in their low intervention room that they have with the midwives. But they rotate out seeing the doctors, as I was mentioning earlier, because they're a little low on midwives right now. But the doctors are fine with the natural childbirths and low intervention. All that's good. So my card died and my camera was full. Clearly, I have some housekeeping tech issues to take care of. But I don't know exactly where it cut off, so I'm going to repeat part of what I was saying. I do low intervention childbirths, which include no epidural, no pain management, anything like that, at the hospital. And I prefer doing that. I prefer not having an epidural, just so I can have more control over my labor and delivery. I can, I can call the shots rather than a doctor or midwife, and just listen to my body and allow childbirth to take its natural course as much as possible. Also, last time I did this, when I had my daughter, I was strep B positive. So we really had to rush to get to the hospital because strep B is really, really harmful for newborns if they are born vaginally, because it's a bacteria that is held within your vagina. And if you don't have 2 rounds of antibiotics, which are administered every 4 hours, then your baby can actually die within 6 hours of childbirth. If you're unaware of it, if you don't know, all of that stuff. So it's really important, if you're strep B positive, to be at the hospital for at least 4 hours so that you can get 2 rounds of antibiotics and that your baby will be okay. So we really had to rush to get to the hospital with Tenny, but this time I'm strep B negative, so we don't have to worry about that. We can labor at home as much as we want, which is what I would prefer since I can't have a home birth. Like I said, my insurance won't pay for a home birth. Otherwise, I would love to have my baby at home, but it's just not an option for us. I really do not want to be induced. I don't want to make it to the 41 weeks because Pitocin is just so hard on your body. So, before we went the Pitocin route, I would talk to them about other induction methods, maybe like the balloon, or maybe even breaking my water. And breaking your water is hard on your body too, because it really speeds things up and progresses things. With Tenny, my water didn't even break until I was literally at 10 centimeters, like right before she came out. And that is super helpful during labor because your water is being intact. That membrane being intact actually cushions a lot of the contractions. You're not just feeling bare contractions. It provides a lot of extra cushion, and when you're having a natural labor, that is incredibly helpful to be as comfortable and have as many advantages as possible. Pitocin is a chemical that's used to initiate childbirth because typically oxytocin is what naturally initiates childbirth. And so Pitocin is a biomimetic chemical. So it mimics oxytocin, but it is a synthetic form of oxytocin. It is not oxytocin. And your body does not respond to it the same way, which is why it's harder on you, which is why the baby has to be monitored, you have to be monitored, all that stuff. Basically, your body does not produce endorphins the way that it normally would with oxytocin. And so you're getting much stronger contractions with Pitocin, and then your body is not producing pain management the same way that it would with if you were just in natural labor rather than induced labor. So it is doable. People do induced labors without epidurals quite often. I know I could do it as well, but I would much rather not if I didn't have to. I want to go into labor naturally, and I'm just going to believe for now that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. All you guys watching this, send me some labor vibes, please. I really want to do this naturally. So, yep, that's where we are. 39 weeks. They didn't check me again. Same weight, which is a good sign, because I stopped gaining weight right before I went into labor with Tenny. And if I do make it another week, they're going to do an NST. So that's where we are. So I'm in my garage right now, which we've been in the process of cleaning and organizing. We're trying. Get off me. It's on the list. But I have been looking for a baby doll changing table for Tenny, because when we bring the baby back home from the hospital, there are things that are, going to be taking my attention away from her, such as giving the baby a bath and changing the baby's diaper. I can just foresee it already. Her wanting me to pick her up while I'm changing Adelaide's diaper. So I thought that something that might help is if I made, my camera's fogging up because it's raining. I thought that something that might be helpful is if I made a baby changing station for her baby, and so she could change her doll while I'm changing Adelaide. You can order these on Amazon for as much as like $20 for the little plastic ones, or all the way up to over $100 for the wooden ones. I used to have an Etsy shop where I did like some woodworking stuff and made like inspirational signs and things like that. And so I actually have a lot of leftover wood that I can use in my garage. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it right now while she's sleeping. Her here on the monitor. And these are the pieces that I'm going to use for it. And here's my chop saw. Okay, so I got the pieces all cut up right here, and I'm just gonna nail them together and then gonna glue the pegs on the bottom. How tall she is, I'm thinking I might just have to leave this without the pegs. Can you stand up, Boo-Boo? Can you stand up? Thank you. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, you can change your baby right there. Let's see how tall it would be with the pegs. We'll just go ahead and glue them on. Yeah, I think it's still good.
You have good blood pressure, no?
You checking your blood pressure?
You're good. It's all set. You're good.
We checked my blood pressure because I started feeling really dizzy And I tend to start feeling really dizzy and crappy late at night now. But so Tenny wanted to check her blood pressure, of course. So, oh, she found the belly oil. Perfect. Now she's throwing everything at me. Ow. Ow. Lots of pinching. Lots of pinching. Oh. All right. That's it for today. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.